embrace tiger set. You'll see it like such in the form, but it's straight body. But this move from separate hands, there's embrace tiger set, and then you have straight body. You'll also have it in the qigong practice of embrace the tiger set. So what you notice when we're doing the practice is, as the center opens up, the body disappears. So we invite it, but it's kind of like bullfighting. The hands, again, the knuckles are facing box the ears. That concept is used, right? So I don't like it. It can be done that way, but I don't like it. It's a bit dead that way. I much prefer to twist into it and basically hit the idea. So if he's throwing a standard punch, you come in around, standard jab, and around. I prefer that one. He basically hooks it around and allows different techniques to be used. So, again, embrace tiger's head. When it's generally used, the orthodox version of it, again, it's about using a circle to come around the circle. So as you attack, you can come across. Again. Okay? I'll make that fairly big to try and display it. My hand is coming up latch and across. Obviously, for combat efficiency, it's going to be smaller. So as he's coming in, there's embrace tiger's head coming in and down, right? Dragging him down. Watch the mechanics of it. You're grabbing his hand, adhering to it with your forearm. That allows you to shake him and to drag him downwards, which exposes the head, shapes it, gets a recovery, a bounce coming back at the moment of connection, which makes it efficient. So that's one way of doing embrace tiger's head. Again, that's the Deepu way of doing it. You can, of course, mix this up with fight out of the fist. Go forward first, and then come backwards, right? So, what am I doing there? Turn this hip to the side so you can see what I'm talking about. So there, I'm basically raising, there's a ping element to it. Lu, there's a bit of an an, pushing them down, following through, reversing it, coming through with the second one into the back of the head. And, you can follow that up with whatever you want. But that's basically an embrace tiger set. So that's what embrace tiger set in Deepu in a strike to knock down or knock down in strike capacity. Again, coming in, just with cover. And he decides he's going to clinch. So if we're both in clinch, take the neck, etc. Right? Both in clinch position. What I'm going to try and do, the easiest way to do this is to have one hand over the shoulder and the other hand below his shoulder. I'm going to push with my right shoulder here, this side. I'm going to push him to get some resistance off him, right? So I'm pushing him in that direction to get him to resist. Basically, at that point, once I feel it, I'm going to use my right leg, step back, and turn him into the ground. So here, I'm using embrace tiger's head, throw him down. Which has part of the feeling of step back and strike the tiger within it. So it's kind of a mix in that. Watch it again. The clinch is on, and try and escape into it in some way. One hand over, one hand below. It doesn't have to be, but it works better that way, where it's easier, especially if you're training to. Now, in this case, to get resistance, if you can turn this way, to get resistance, I'm going to use my shoulder, not my hand. I use my shoulder to push into him to get resistance, to get him to fight back. If he doesn't fight back, I'll throw him anyway. But if I'm getting resistance after, if I'm getting resistance into the shoulder, I've got him set up. Once I feel resistance, I know I've won, right? So I push him, step back, throw him into the ground. Step back and strike the tiger and switch out to him. So again, we got straight down, step back, strike the tiger. Quite simple. 5-element version. Clinch. If he's messing with the clinch, you can do it actually with both ends on the neck in a standard kind of tie way. So I'm going to turn his neck in that direction. You notice what I'm doing with his body structure. He has to recover. When he recovers, throw him down in the other direction. So, embrace tiger set, sorry. So he says step back. It's embrace tiger set, that whole technique. The step back strike the tiger that I'm referring to, that it's similar in application to as if he throws a push. Step back, coming down, and strike. The other side. Step back, using a lever, pushing up, pulling down, pull him into the ground, and smash down with the hammer fist. So there's an idea of bringing him down, smash him.